Okay, so I guess I'm sure everybody get the message about this. Is giving back to society, is teaching those kids how to cook and become a cooks and chefs. I really appreciate your cooperation with this, and just please be positive and try to understand. It's really not to impress you, it's more to help the kids. So my followers, my friends, my future students or future chefs, now we're gonna go and make a simple basic sauce. So what you want to do in the sauce, you do want to have it saute. I mean, you want to have your pot a little hot in the bottom because we're going to caramelize some shallots. So shallots gives a lot of flavor. I mean, if you really cannot get any shallots, then you can use some onions. But I prefer shallots. And again, these shallots are going to be strained, so they don't have to be perfectly done, except I'm going to save some for risotto. The risotto you do want to put some shallots in there, and you want it to be nicely small dice, things like that. Of course, you got to peel them. You know, these days in the big hotels and stuff, you buy all this already peeled, already done for you. So for me, this is like a really back to basics, going back to vegetable cutting and things like that. But not too many people can afford the labor behind this anymore or time. So we got our, I'm going to save these here for risotto. And then these I can just rough chop. Little thick, not too. What I'm going to do is really basically cook them all the way until they almost nicely brown, and that's going to give a flavor to the sauce. Just a little bit of oil or butter or whatever, peanut oil. Now you hear that sound? That's cooking. You can even add these ends here. Always clean as you go. Remember this word, clean as you go. So my butter is starting to separate, and I'm going to get a spoon and skim out all those dead stuff. So I'm going to trim it down a little bit. Now this is going to burn a little bit, but it's okay. That's what you want. You do want that. Make sure you have some wine. Please do not use expensive wine when you're making a sauce. I mean, unless you really want to throw money away or you want to impress. I don't know. I don't even know if you can impress. I mean, just get some table wine, cheap wine. Get some heavy cream. And then have a stock. So it just so happened we have some stock already ready for you. So the other thing, when you're making this beurre blanc, you can infuse it with a lot of things. Like I'm gonna infuse it with some ginger and some orange juice. So it's gonna be like a ginger orange cream reduction, and that's going to go with the nice fish or with the risotto. It goes with a lot of things with the chicken and stuff. And later on we're gonna make a nice demi-glace. And demi-glace we're gonna get some roasted veal bones and reduce that. Okay. When you're cooking, it's always good to do a lot of things at the same time. You cannot do one thing and wait for it, and then go to the other thing to wait for it. It doesn't work like that. So like now I'm doing the sauce, I'm doing the stock, and I'm clarifying my butter. At the same time, while this is going, I'm going to start doing my mise en place. So I said this was going to be an orange flavor, correct? Do I want to peel it nice and stuff, or do I want to? No, I don't, because I'm going to strain it, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to use the skin or some leftover orange for breakfast and chop it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's how you make a good food cost. You're probably going to be amazed to hear if I tell you what is my food cost in my hotel. Well, my food cost is 15%. That's probably a lot of people are going to say this guy is out of his mind. He's either lying or it's not either lying or not making it up. It's 15%. You can do it if you always think ahead. You think ahead, like, what am I going to do with leftovers? How I'm going to create a menu? What's left to be used? Like, imagine these are left oranges from the buffet, breakfast buffet. You can use in stock. Leftover onions, leftover stuff you can use in the bouillon. Always got to think. So anyway, so we have our shallots, as you can see, nicely burnt, not burned all the way, but caramelized. And then you have the fond that's a little burnt, that's a little fond, that's flavor. So now we're gonna add some white wine. You're gonna have, what we're gonna do is, here, that's what we want. That's what you want to hear. I'm just gonna throw it all away. Thank God I don't drink anymore. It's been over 11 years now. Probably the best thing I ever done. So you got to take care of yourself when you do jobs like being a chef. It's a tough job. Okay, so we got my shallots still caramelized. I got the wine. I'm gonna throw in these oranges ahead so they get to release the flavor. So, and then I'm gonna cut some ginger. I know it's almost like crazy to say this ginger was a little frozen, so I mean it's the water from it. It's got a lot of flavor. See how you squeeze that in there? That's all the ginger flavor. Kind of freeze it a little bit, and you kind of do like an orange. And then just throw some pieces in there. Now I got my flavors in there. Do I want to add salt? No, not now. At the end, when it's reduced, because if I add salt right now and it reduces, that salt is going to double the flavor. The same thing with the pepper. So I really don't want to add. Do I want to add spices and stuff? No, I mean really, when you have already an orange and ginger there and cream and wine, I will really get rid of the seasoning. Okay, so we got that going. And I was just making sure I got my salt here, my butter. Let's check how the butter is. So it's already separated a little bit. I'm going to still leave it for a while, and then we're going to scoop out all that white stuff on the top. Clean up. And we'll be back in a minute.